Legend tales of a place where the booze flows freely and the stories are always entertaining. If you are bold enough to seek out such a place, head 13 miles down the Tuscan Highway to a tiny blues joint known as the Townsmith Tavern. Once there, enjoy the ride. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to a UA production of Beer, Blues, and Bowl.
Excuse me, you can't say that. You're gonna lose your family-friendly rating. You're gonna corrupt the kids.
BS! A podcast that invites you to grab a cold beverage, pull up a seat, and enjoy time with friends. And here are your hosts, Howard Blues and the Mark Kidder.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Beer, Blues, and BS, the podcast for people who like NPR, but wish it was more epic and less academic. I'm your host, Howard Blues, here, as always, with my co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, the Mark Kidder. Kidder, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. Gosh, you get on there with you, buddy.
I'm doing pretty well. I think it's going to be a good night tonight. And Kidder, we're not alone. It's not just you and me.
We're
That's
not.
Right. After about an 11-week absence, we're joined by the Good Brothers again. We got Rudeboy Kyle here, along with brother Niko, a.k.a. Bob Giggles, joining us.
Hello. It's good to be here. It's good to be
Hello.
Salutations.
All right. Look at that beard. Yes. That thing. Yeah. It's getting going. I like
Kidder,
it.
just for the record, this is Kyle's fourth appearance on the show, in case you wish to give him a trophy. Since
yes.
you do that now.
We do I do this? I got the trophy. Here you go.
Oh, thank you so much. It's great to be here for the fourth time and receive.
Look at that. He's got it in his hand even.
I mean, it's smells delicious. I'm sure it tastes delicious too.
Well, if your trophy tastes delicious, what do you drink it? What do you got on tap there, rude boy?
I have a Tanqueray gin and tonic.
Very nice.
Yeah.
How about brother? Well, before we move on to brother Niko, what kind of tonic are you using? Just any tonic water will do.
Nothing special. It's just out of the 2-liter bottle.
Okay.
So I've gotten the more specialty kind of tonics before, and I feel like it's rarely worth the extra money, but sometimes it's something that I don't do it on the regular.
The 2-liter better than the 1-liter tonic.
Price wise, at the time it was buy one get two free, so they're trying to get rid of them.
Just so there's no confusion on that,
Yeah.
Fantastic. Brother Niko, what do you got on tap tonight?
I have a Shiner Agua Fresca,
Fresca.
which is a beer brewed with watermelon and lime.
Caliente.
Yes.
Muy grande.
Kind of tastes like throw up, but that's all.
Great. Well, there he goes. He's drinking it.
The acidic bile.
But one of those grapefruit amalgamations.
Almost.
Ugh.
On the 0 to 5 thumbs up, what do you give that? Negative.
I'll give it a glad I only bought one.
That's all right. Good enough for me. Jaco, you got something in store for us. I think that you do better for describing this.
Yeah. So my dad, who has listened to all of 20 minutes of an episode.
I think total of every episode.
No, not of every episode. Of an episode.
I mean total. Like
anyway,
total amount combined.
Yeah. So he made a request that we talk about a couple of beers that he likes. So I went out and found them, Kidder. I shared a couple with you this weekend, but for tonight we have from Red Lodge Ales out of Montana. We have Enjoy the Ride, a New England IPA. So sorry, kidder, you gotta drink an IPA tonight. Know how much
Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
Yeah. On the flavor profile, it tells us that it is the description of juicy hops. The color is hazy. The alcohol volume is 6.9%, and the awesomeness level is 100. So it's making some bold claims there, kidder.
Yeah, I don't know if the awesomeness level can be 100. We'll have to test that shortly. But tell us more about this glorious Montana ale.
Well, I don't know that I can tell you much more than that. I've never had one of these before, kidder. So,
Okay.
first time for it. So I'm cracking mine open.
I've never had it either. But according to this, it's Montana brewed. They've been around since 1998. So, there's that. The flavor profile, juicy hops. It's hazy. Has an IBU of 60. It's a 6.9%. And yeah, you just said that the awesomeness level is 100.
I just said most of that, kidder.
Yep. Realized that as I was going down the list, but I figure that if I have to put up with this, you have to put up with me reading it again.
It's like the big water companies that will market the same water with like 5 different labels across the United States. And you got Poland Springs, the Ice Mountain.
Yeah, we'll have to find out from the audience who did that delivery better. So
it also adds in to drink, crush, and recycle. All right.
Yeah.
What do you think? Your first I don't know, thoughts.
I don't know that I have a first thought. I've opened it. I've given it a smell. It's got a pretty nice smell to it.
Does it have an oaky afterbirth?
No.
Curdly mouthfeel.
No. It is definitely an IPA. It definitely can taste the hops to it. So, and you can definitely smell them too. I like it.
Smell the hops and some orange or maybe some other citrus mixed in there.
Tangerine.
Maybe.
I like it. I'm going to enjoy it.
So you guys are both doing the same beer or a different beer?
We're doing the same. So we
had
had
the New England one.
Yep, this is the Enjoy the Ride. It's the New England IPA, and we'll see if we can convince Kira to drink the other one next week. So there'll be 2 IPAs in 2 weeks.
I'm gonna have to have something to wash this down.
Wash it down with a nice Miller High Life.
What?
I could hand you a Bud Light apple or a Busch Light apple through the screen.
Oh, thanks. That's what I need.
I tried that the other week. I liked it, actually.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, because it's not as sweet as like a cider, so it didn't give me gut rot.
I guess you have to like apple first, though, right?
Sure.
Like apple drinks.
Yeah, like if you like apple, I mean, it's something that they probably released it a month or two too early. Seems like all the holidays nowadays are getting pushed back or occasions, so it's something that they put out the Oktoberfest in the middle of or the end of July, but Busch Light apple. It's if you like an apple drink, it's all right. I can probably do 1 or 2 of them in a sitting. It's not something that you can just crush like a normal beer or whatever. But
you like an apple drink? You like a cider drink? You like a lager drink?
Like a whiskey drink.
I'm probably gonna have to switch to that after to get some decent taste. Not a fan. Sorry, Jake.
Oh, hey. That, your opinion. So, as I said, I don't mind it. I will enjoy it. So, and I will probably enjoy next week's as well. Although, I will say, Kidder, I do have cold smoke up in the fridge. So, might be tempting to do one of those. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling next week.
I think since you've had it before, you might want to just have it as like a secondary, better beverage to replace this sort of thing. I mean, I'll give it to them that, they make it a good product for the people who like that sort of thing.
So on its awesomeness scale, Kidder, where would you rate it?
Ugh. I'm not even giving it a number. Just ugh.
Just a second.
I will say, in the beer's defense, I'll give it that on the IPA scale, for me, is more drinkable than not. So that's got it going for it, I guess. I don't know.
So is it too much fruit or too much hops that comes through for you that what would ruin an IPA?
I just hate IPAs to begin with. It's kind of like rum. I just hate it. Not because I have a bad memory. It just tastes disgusting.
Wouldn't make it as a pirate.
No.
No booty for Mark.
Nope. Not today, anyway. I suppose it
Jess
ticked.
say hi to everybody. She's
Hi, Jessica.
her master's
Hello.
studies.
My Jessica says hey to all too.
Everybody says hi.
That's not what we said.
She knows what you guys say.
Oh.
Tell her math sucks.
Yeah. Down with equations.
Nick says math sucks.
Yes, it does.
Especially matrices.
Doing a statistics class this semester.
That was the one class I did enjoy in the master's classes I took, but I forgot it all already. So
Squatistics.
yes,
I believe 70% of the time it works every time.
yes,
Great. It's good to see you, dudes.
Yeah,
Kyle,
good
get a new mic.
yeah.
You get a new microphone, Kyle?
Yeah, I've used this one before, but it's a little smaller and more compact. So it's
Is it a blue?
All right. Hold on.
no, it's made by Elgato. It's the Elgato Wave 3.
Oh, interesting.
I was hoping to find an arm for it since the arm that I have for my old one
Mhm.
doesn't handle something this light. Like it's too light. So it
Oh,
bumps
so it just
like the
sprang.
arm is- yeah. So
It's like you've been pressing your arms into the door, into a door frame for 30 seconds, and then a Christmas Story. I can't put my arms down.
Yeah, I
But
still need to
it's,
get in.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I still need to get an arm for mine. Mine just sits on the desk. So
Yeah, this came with a stand. Like it's just something fairly basic, and I got a couple little aluminum extender things, so it's not like you have to hunch over to talk into it. But yeah, it's all software controlled, so you can make adjustments there, and you have a input so you can listen to live feedback through headphone connection and make adjustments to the gain and volume with the knob on the front. And then there's a capacitive on the top there, so it's
It's a little hiss on the high end.
does it actually not sound that good?
No, it's a family
okay.
guy.
It sounds good.
All right.
Mhm, mhm. Wonderful. That was a phone call from work, so sorry about that. But oddly enough, the one of the few people at work who have seen this show
Hmm.
and
So they should
enjoyed
know
it.
better.
Yeah, I mean they should. They don't. I don't know if he knows when we record, but
He's probably just trying to get on the show.
They have a
oddly enough,
call-in segment. Let's go to the boards.
hello caller,
First time caller.
Long time.
Long time watcher, first time caller. Is this thing actually on?
So Kidder,
yeah,
we've been doing a riddle over a number of episodes. So I think it's time to do the next part. We'll do a recap since we have Brother Niko and Kyle joining us. So this riddle has 3 parts to it. I've so far given Kidder the first 2, although I will say, Kidder, in going back and editing the last 2 episodes, you never actually, gave a thought or an opinion on the first 2 clues. So
I didn't know I was supposed to.
Well,
is this Blue's Clues now?
Well, I'm just saying, it might help you in solving this. So the first clue was a very simple one, but it was 3 plus 1.
7.
3 and 5. Simply astounding.
3.
Hmm.
A combination of 3 and 5.
Yes. All right. So 3 plus 1.
3
That's
plus
the
1.
first part. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So what is that?
I guess it would be 4.
You guess. Do
Or
we
it would.
need to,
It'd be a.
bring in
it'd be a-
Kyle's wife on this one?
It's possible. I mean, it could be just the number 3, a plus sign, and then the number 1. I'm looking into this deep.
Deep. Okay.
Deep.
The second clue is happens after a movie is successful.
I mean, they make money.
A sequel.
That would be it.
Are you gonna make a joke about Star Trek 4?
No,
Oh.
I'm not. So Kidder, the
Okay.
last and final part of this clue is actually a picture. It's a visual clue. Okay.
Oh boy.
So I have it on my phone here. So I'll just hold it up so you can see.
Classy.
Yeah, future Howard will fix it in post. But see if you can make that out. Let's see. We're having a lot of glare
I
issues.
see brother.
How's that?
Super brother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Super brother. So
Who's having triplets?
yeah. Or quadruplets.
Kidder, you of course know who that is.
Mm-hmm. So you got 3 brothers on the way?
No.
Or no. So it's the 3 of you plus 1. Aha! Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes, thanks. So we are expecting our second in April. So,
Very nice. All right.
Oh, sorry. I need a round of applause. Sorry.
Yeah. So
Yes, the conference snaps. Wonderful. That's good news.
it is, especially since I just moved into a much larger house, so I now have room for another kid.
Mhm.
Now we just got to be unpacked by April.
Good luck.
Yeah. So that was the riddle, Kidder. That was the riddle.
Well, it's good that we cracked the code. We didn't need to call Tom Hanks for that or anything.
You did pretty well.
That's because we have the good brothers along with us to help break it down.
Not the fastest time with the riddle so far, but
No,
my
I
sister
blame the
got it
internet.
like that.
I blame the lag.
And are you sure it's only a +1?
Well, that is the question. This pregnancy is hitting Lefty a bit harder and different than the first one. So she's wondering, could it be a girl this time? Or could it be twins? We don't know. We'll find out. Our first appointment is next week. So
Excellent.
Bar.
we're excited. So and this is a
The-
long, awkward pause.
The face of excitement. Did you see that?
It's a face of excitement.
Ah! Ah! Yeah. Wonderful. Be good. just waiting for others to have their children as well.
Working on it.
You're gonna share this with your other half when this airs, so then she can go. Really, you're telling everybody?
It's not like it's a secret, but I mean,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
it's just something that yeah.
Why is your face all red?
The lighting, maybe.
Lighting is horrible in here.
Yeah, I can change it.
Oh, I was waiting for like the strobe lighting to start up or something.
No, I gotta turn on the Wi-Fi on my phone to get to it.
That's fine. It's funny because he's not saying anything, so nobody can see it, and that's why he did it.
Did what?
Finding a stalagmite in the nostrils.
Here we go.
Oh boy. You just turn the lights off or what?
This one's called TV time.
Clearly, Kyle's got the more advanced setup compared to you and I, Kidder.
No, it's just the Philips Wi-Fi light bulbs, and you can control them through an app and everything. So it's see, this is the romance preset. The
Fighting Sue light. Oh, now you changed it.
This one's the party one. It rotates through kind of some red, green, blue combinations. So
It's like the slow dance part of the party right there.
let's
Remember,
see.
1 foot apart, leave room for Jesus.
I'm just working off a $9 Menards lamp.
One of those clip-on jobs.
No,
Oh,
it's a desktop lamp.
there you go.
But hey, if Menards wants to sponsor the podcast, you can hit us up at beerbluesbs.com.
And save big money.
I mean, just like Jaco over there, we have the there we go. We'll just do that. That's without putting the colored gels on it. That's about what I have access to at this point. So it's a good time. And for those of you listening on the audio version wondering what in the fresh hell is going on, well, you can join us on YouTube. Just search Beer Blues BS or Beer Blues and BS, and you'll find us. Or the easier way is go to beerbluesbs.com. So now that we have that, we've illuminated our lives a little bit, Oh boy, Jake's got something over there. What the hell are you? Oh, he's got a lamp. He loves lamp.
Is that literally like a lamp you would put on your wall?
Yeah, actually, so when we went to sell our condo, we had one corner when you went down into our basement that there was no overhead light, wasn't an outlet to plug it in. So this is a battery-operated wall sconce that we put up, and it works for the most part.
Did his job. He sold the place.
Yeah, but I can. It does come with all the different fun colors.
Ooh.
But my favorite thing is on the controller, it has different programs, kind of like Kyle's, so I can tell it to do strobe. But that's strobe.
Solar flare.
Which is just slightly faster than fade. Or smooth. It's pretty cheesy, but it got the place sold. So, but that's about as close as I get to anything Kyle's level.
Yeah, we've got them in the kitchen, and we have some lights on the front door, porch, and the garage that point up and down. So on holidays, we'll change them to the corresponding colors and makes it a little more festive.
I was waiting for the lights to keep going, so then you could be like the music cat.
Cat jam.
Play like the Home Depot theme or something.
There you go.
So, Kidder, a couple
Yes.
weeks, actually, it's been a couple of months now. But in a past episode, you and I spent some time talking about shows and movies off of the SYFY channel. And this sparked an idea for a game. And I figured since we have our good brothers with us, that we'd play a little game here that I have now dubbed SYFY or Howard. And so what I have here are titles to movies. Some of them are actual sci-fi original movies that were actually made and actually aired on the channel. And some of these titles I just made up. I have them then kind of randomized in here, so there's no particular way or pattern to it. And I figured we'd play a little game here and see who can do the best at knowing which one is a sci-fi movie and which one I just made up. So, if everybody's down for playing a game.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Would you like to play a game?
So there are
Time
13.
to play the game.
Yeah, so there are 13 titles. In case we had a tiebreaker, hope that
That's a good number.
It's lucky.
It's a good number.
Yeah. And for anybody who's wondering how I did this, I took and created a list of 10 sci-fi movies, and I came up with 10 titles, and then I used a random number generator to pick from those lists. So it is not by any means like an even number necessarily of me versus sci-fi, and they are completely random, so you can't sit there and go, well, gosh, the last 3 were Howard's, so this one's got to be sci-fi. It's completely random in that. So I will give you guys the title and then let each of you take your guess. And I have a nifty little piece of paper here to keep score. And we'll see who is the best at realizing which is sci-fi and which are bogus. So,
No cheating now.
yep.
Phones down.
So the first title we have on the list is Five-Headed Shark Attack.
I believe that's a Howard movie.
Okay.
I agree. That's a Howie movie.
It's fake.
Well, I hate to tell you guys, that is a sci-fi original movie.
Starting off strong.
Mm-hmm.
Off to a good start. Let's keep it up, boys.
Starting off just about as strong as that movie's rating, so I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. That's what makes this fun.
What was its score on Rotten Tomatoes?
I didn't bother to look that up, but
Wow, how do we know it's real then?
It
Come
actually
on.
has a 19% on Rotten Tomatoes. 3 out of 10 IMDb.
Wow.
yeah, it's the third in the trilogy, and the fourth one is forthcoming. So that one.
And
was
did they
called-
also go up to
There's
start
too-
with
there's
like
too many numbers.
3-headed shark?
It's
It started
not
with
number
2-headed
5?
shark, and then went 3, and then I think they skipped 4.
Thought we weren't doing math on this show.
Yeah,
But
too late.
the fourth movie is forthcoming, or the fifth movie?
Yeah.
Hey.
The tagline is "You can't survive 5."
Yeah.
5-sided fistagon. Except it's
Okay.
a sharkagon.
Yeah.
Next.
Our second movie title, Mongolian Deathworm.
Sounds
That's a Howie
real.
original.
I'd say that's real.
I think it's a sci-fi movie.
Okay. Kidder,
That's
what do you-
racist. I said no. It's one of yours.
Well, Niko and Kyle are right. It is a sci-fi movie, Mongolian Deathworm. Yeah.
And now
That's
I will,
unfortunate.
and now I want Chinese food.
Yeah.
All right. The third title we have here is Army of the Man-Bats.
Fake.
Fake.
Army of the Man-Bats?
Army of the Man-Bats.
I think it's an actual sci-fi movie.
Well, in this case, Kidder and Kyle are correct. I made up Army of the Man-Bats.
There we go.
It was close enough to be almost believable. I give you points for the creativity.
You know, it's one of those things. After reading through the list of sci-fi, movies, you could kind of get the feeling of like how to make a title that fits in. So this should be tougher than you think.
AI generated.
Yeah. The fourth title on our list here is Bigfoot versus Yeti.
Sci-fi.
That's real.
That is real.
I'm glad you guys all think that, because it's not. That's one of my.
You bastard. There was a.
This is the one where he fights the Yeti coolers. Damn.
Yeah. All right. Title 5, Raptor Ranch.
Fake. No.
I'm going fake as well.
Wait, you guys like that one or what?
I'll say real.
Yep. Should be glad you did, Kyle, because it is a real sci-fi movie.
Right. This game sucks. What's the next one?
Okay. Number 6 on the list, Robo Shark versus Robo Croc.
Fake.
That's fake.
Just to be different, I'm going to say it's a real one.
Well, again, Kyle and Niko got it.
You can't have
one
two
of mine.
robos.
I suppose.
They actually do have series of Robo Shark, and there is a series of Robo Croc movies.
And ne'er the two shall meet.
Yeah.
Star-crossed lovers. Romeo and Juliet.
All right. Our number 7 title is Ragin' Cajun Redneck Gators.
That's a sci-fi original. If I ever smelt it.
It sounds like a current History Channel show.
Yeah.
But
Finding Hitler's Gold next. Right after Ragin' Cajun, whatever he said.
Whatever the hell.
I'll say fake.
I'll say Kyle's been on fire. I'll say fake.
Kidder, you are correct. It was an actual sci-fi movie.
Damn it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Number 8. Big.
We've only been through 8 of these damn things. Oh my God. Big ass spider.
Big
Like,
ass
is
spider.
it just a giant spider or is it a spider with a giant ass?
Can't tell you. That's
Like-
the title.
Like the spider was made by Pixar. Like it's got a giant dump truck.
Like it's thick with 2 C's.
Yeah. Probably 3, 4, 5, 6 if it's a spider. Or maybe 8.
Spider with a dumpster.
Oh,
Ka-donk.
I don't even want to guess. Yeah, it. Big ass spider.
Big ass.
It almost sounds too simple. Almost sounds too simple.
I'll go for it. Yeah, it's real.
Okay. I didn't catch Kyle and Nick's guess on this.
I'll go fake.
Fake.
Okay. Kidder, you are correct. It is real. It was a sci-fi movie. Big ass spider.
Damn it.
Backing up the dump trucks. Got a big bank. Boom!
All
All right.
Number 9. The title is Hillbilly Aliens.
No. Nope. Fake news.
Sci-fi original. Sci-fi original.
That's real.
Kidder, you're on a roll. I made up Hillbilly Aliens.
Is that the next movie we're going to work on?
No.
Damn it.
No.
I know a guy. He used to live in Indiana. He'd be good to star in that. What?
How many hillbillies you got living in Indiana? You're not going far south enough.
Just no. It's just one.
Oh.
He's from there.
Oh.
Yeah. He's a guy who we've known for a long time, and apparently watches this show occasionally, but still hasn't been on because he's too busy or something.
Yeah. He's
You
in
know those hillbillies. They got a busy
he's
schedule.
back in Grand Forks now, Kidder.
I know. I saw that. So he must be happier in a tornado in a trailer park with his redneckness from Indiana. Just him. The rest of the state of Indiana, not redneck at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Our number 10 title is Sword of Icarus.
That's a sci-fi original right there.
I'm gonna jinx Mark and go with his answer. It's original.
I need to break my streak, so I'm going to say yes, that is real.
Sorry to say, guys, nobody gets that one right. I made up Sword of Icarus.
All right.
All right. Number 11, Alien Express.
That's real.
Is that like Panda Express? But with
Again,
sweet
I
sour-
didn't look up any information on any of the titles.
No backstory for any of these. You know, that would help if you came up with a backstory for each of them. But
you know, I truthfully thought about doing that, Kidder. I actually thought about going and getting like the synopsis of each of these, and for the fake ones, making stuff up. And I got to the first synopsis on the first one, and which was, I think, Five-Headed Shark. And like the synopsis was like 4 paragraphs. I'm like, I don't have time to summarize all of this. So
yeah, I'll say this one's real.
What was it again?
Alien Express.
That's right, Panda Express. That's real. That's a
So
real
bad,
restaurant.
we already forgot.
Well, you guys turned it around because, yes, Alien Express was a sci-fi movie.
There we go.
Nice.
All right, 2 left.
Nice.
Number 12, Broken Landscape.
That's that's fake. That's a How Are You original right there.
I think that is also on the Home and Garden Network. So fake.
Yeah, I'll say fake.
You guys are correct. Broken Landscape is not a sci-fi original. It's actually a book on Native American tribal law that sits on my bookshelf.
I was going to make a really bad joke, and I'm glad that I didn't.
Yeah.
Next.
All right, our last title, number 13 on the list here, The Teeth from the Sea.
The Teeth from the Sea.
Yep.
It's got a little bit of a bite to it, so we'll say.
Boo! Boo!
I'll go with that one as being real enough to be on Sci-Fi.
I'll say real.
Fake.
Okay. And Nick, you are correct. Teeth from the Sea is not a sci-fi movie. Although I will tell you, I was trying to look it up here quickly. Teeth of the Sea is actually the foreign title. It's the French foreign title for the movie Jaws.
Oh.
So in France, the movie Jaws was titled The Teeth from the Sea. So, yeah.
So when Sci-Fi plays Jaws, is it The Teeth of the Sea in French?
Only if you're reading the French subtitles.
Okay. Ooh la la.
Where do I collect my bronze medal?
So,
He's got to
Knights
hand
of-
it to you. He's giving
Knights
up
of
the
Bronzonia.
so at the end of the game here, in third place, would be Brother Niko with
Yeah.
5 correct.
Thank you.
And then tied for first is Kidder and Kyle. They
No
each
way.
have
Yeah.
6 correct.
Woo!
So
I didn't.
Cheers.
I didn't feel like I did that great, considering I do not watch the SYFY channel.
Well, here's the thing. If we all strive to be that bad, then the level of expectation is already set high. So we all win.
yeah. And for anybody who is listening to this, if you played along, feel free to post your score in the feedback and in the chat. So love to see how others do on this this game. So, but there we go.
Good job.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thank you for the quiz.
Yes. And what was the number to beat again for our fans?
6 was your guys' high score. So
That's less than 50%. Just want to point that out.
We're shooting high. This is just like my astronomy course at UND. And F was like a 35%. I think an A was about a 46%. So got a tight margin, but you know what? You could try and you could get there.
we'll have to do this again sometime because there's plenty more sci-fi titles that I didn't even touch. So
Wonderful.
we could have fun with this for a while.
Probably another 10 weeks, huh?
Yeah.
Could always do porn or not porn as well.
The classic KJ 108 morning show. Is it a porn title or not? Mm-hmm. It's a good game to play. Surprise! Surprise! And for those of you outside the Grand Forks radio listening area, that was a morning show game with the big dogs, or perhaps with BM in the morning with Bill and Mark.
Good
Sterling
times.
make an appearance.
Well, we're actually watching a couple of our friends' dogs.
Uh-huh.
Bo
It was all
and
blurred out, so we couldn't tell.
Bo and Berkeley are here. Let's see. Here's
Oh.
Bo.
Aw.
just a little
Hi
guy.
there.
So, yeah, Bo is the smaller of the two. Come here, Berkeley. Come say hi. You're gonna be internet famous. Oh,
Not on this show.
there it is. Say hi. Yeah,
That's a big doggo.
yeah. Yeah, he's a little lankier than Sterling, so yeah, I know. But yeah, we're watching them through Sunday evening, and Sterling's already up in bed, so
Mm. It's past his bedtime. That's understandable.
Sterling has actually been on this podcast twice.
nice. Celebrity guest.
Yeah.
The dog with the most appearances on Triple B. He
trophy.
gets
I'll tell him
a
he gets
trophy
on the
too.
next one.
He gets a trophy too. You can give it to him when he wakes
Hey.
up.
Stop with the trophies.
I figure we got to have a trophy for pretty much everything, right?
No, that
No?
requires editing. No.
Bob Giggle's got something going on over there. Looks like a little something happening. I like
Prove it.
how he just stares in silence. So the funny thing about the rundown is that we all have access to it. And Howard went on there to set up some of the things that we're going to talk about. And he puts Jackbox Game question mark.
that was me.
That was you. Oh, that was Rudeboy. Okay, so we're again. We don't know what the hell's going on because in the next one, which I'm gonna guess was from somebody in Nebraska saying you're a Jackbox, and then I did see Howard typing in. I thought it was Jack Wagon. So what is it? Jackbox, Jack Wagon?
It is a series of kind of party games. that people are able to play. Don't have to be in the same location, but the Jackbox Party Pack is just a computer-based game, and only one person needs the game, but then the other people can play on their laptop or their phone or tablet. They just have to put in a code, and makes for a good time. It's a good social multiplayer game that I believe Mr. Bob Giggles has a relic from our last time that we got together. That
So this is the game that we were playing when we were down at your place.
I have that one
One of them.
and then
Okay.
I also downloaded. Let's see, what do I have here? I've got 3 more party packs: number 3, number 6, and number 7. Because I was able to get number 1 for free when a game store was giving it away for free. So
Do you have it up on your screen right now?
I don't right now, but I can make it
Ah.
ready fairly quickly.
I was going to say you could share your screen and show all of the fans on our YouTube stream of Beer Blues and BS what we're talking about.
Oh,
And I know that Bob's got the shirt somewhere because he ordered a souvenir, a trophy of his own, if you will. We can air most of it, at least, if you wanted to go get it.
I don't know if I can find it quick
Don't know where it is. Oh,
after
okay.
the move.
I do
I could probably find the picture.
I've got a screenshot somewhere of the design file because it was awesome.
I can wear it on my next appearance.
Ooh, fancy.
But it was a game where you designed.
It gave you random suggestions for what to draw, and then you had to do random quotes and put them together onto one T-shirt.
Yeah, so
and they magically worked themselves. They went together.
Yeah, nobody knew who drew or wrote whatever caption, but people as a group voted on their favorite, and those favorites got put onto a shirt. And there was no coordination. It was just something where you just fill out a couple of questions, survey, takes a minute or so. The Jackbox games before Howie Blues?
I haven't played them, but I have seen them played on streams and such.
Okay,
so.
yeah.
Sterling!
Hello!
Sterling! He's like too much fame.
Can I get you your trophy?
So, from cheap games to a very much not cheap program, I see something about Photoshop. Was that you, Howie?
Kidder, I always like to bring up some controversy and such to the show, and I have this theory, and it's a theory on Photoshop that the best way to get a lot of likes on places like Facebook and such is to make your bad Photoshop picture and then submit it to a group who most of the members are older and will just accept it as it actually was there. They don't get the concept of Photoshop. And I say this because there's a photo that keeps floating around. It keeps coming up in one of the groups I follow. And I will, let's see if I can share my screen with you guys. Because it's always funny. Every time it comes up, there are people who are like, yes, this is a great photo, a great action shot. So lucky that you were there to capture this. That is never, if ever, hardly the case. So we'll do this. So here's the photo in question.
Wow, man, that was a crazy photo. I can't believe a photographer was there for that.
Yeah. Can you zoom in on it?
I can't believe that there was 3 different suns apparently illuminating the scene.
Oh, it gets good when you start analyzing. So this gets posted, and as I said, there are a lot of people who are like, oh, it's an amazing photo, all of this. And then there are those of us who are like, oh, it's clearly Photoshopped. Not just because of the lighting, but if you look at the wolf, he's missing a back leg.
The background repeats on the left side.
Yep, the background repeats on the left side.
I thought
I
the
don't know
photo
where
was
the-
just
the
being
grass
taken
is.
in such a high speed, like all the action. So that's why you have the motion ripples.
Yeah. But my
It would be blurry, not choppy.
No. Clearly, you don't have a high enough end camera, Kairu.
Obviously.
the other thing that I always like about this one that always comes up as a comment for this photo is there's always then a bunch of people, usually females, who hop on and will say, oh, look at that mama protecting her young. This last time it got posted, somebody actually pointed out, because this was a group that are big on the North American bison, but he
Moms
pointed
don't have
out that
horns,
if you
do they?
actually more of
More of the
don't
unit.
have nuts.
Oh yeah,
So
that too.
I also like how the expression of that. Is it a wolf or what is it getting hit there?
yeah, wolf.
The expression is like it's getting kicked in the nuts.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh.
So, but this photo pops up about once every 6 months or so in this group. And as I said, it always gets all these likes from people who look at it like, oh, that's an amazing photo. And it's just like, this is just really, really awful Photoshop. So I had to share it because it popped up again in one of my feeds this week, and just so many great examples of bad involved in it.
Well, thanks for sharing that lovely piece of artwork that somebody spent a whole 10 minutes creating.
Emphasis on the piece.
Just dangles in front of your just looking for that low-hanging fruit for people to watch. Okay, kind of like this show sometimes, I think.
Yeah. So for anybody out there who's trying to get their likes on their content, clearly just take your bad Photoshop, go to a group where people aren't really going to notice this stuff, and just post it. So
Makes perfect sense.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll have to dial back my Photoshop skills and bring some quality like that to the internet.
Kidder, it makes me feel like I put in too much work on the Kidder's Logs videos.
Too much work?
Too much. Like I went to a certain level to try and make that stuff look good. And clearly I didn't even work that hard. So
apparently.
Yeah.
But you did a fine job, I must say, and publicly a bit of applause for you. So thanks for doing that.
Tip of the hat, sir. Tip of the hat.
Oh, thank you. That was a lot of fun. I like all the Easter eggs I hid throughout. So it was fun.
Yeah, there's all kinds of good stuff. The Borg seemed to be a recurring theme. It's nice.
Yeah. They were. There was something else that was a recurring theme throughout.
How Star Wars sucks.
Yeah. I mean, there may have been a few Star Wars things hidden throughout, especially towards the end of the series.
Oh yeah. I saw it. It was there. I saw it.
Did you see all of it though?
Probably. I saw too much. Put it that way. So speaking of seeing things, I mean, we haven't had our good bros on for quite a while. So what sort of shows are you guys watching? We haven't had too much time to game. I think it's been about 10 weeks since we were gaming. So what shows have you been watching or caught up on or rewatched or any of that?
I just got done binging over the 3 days. Invincible on Amazon Prime. So it's a comic book adaptation, a cartoon or an animated series about basically a teenager who finally gets his powers, similar to his father, who is essentially Superman. But it's not super vulgar or anything. There's no sexual aspects, but it is quite bloody and gruesome. So it was a fun watch. I think it's 13 episodes, 45 minutes each. So, and they're already confirmed for 2 more seasons, I think they just said. So it just came out. So they did a good job. Makes me kind of want to read the graphic novel now.
Nice. What about you, Kyrie?
See, I caught up on the last 2 seasons of Archer since the most recent new season just started. What was it, yesterday, I believe? So I have that episode on DVR. I haven't watched it yet, but just getting back into that. And there's a show on the Smithsonian Channel. I think I may have mentioned it before, called Inside the Food Factory. It's kind of a British show, but they take you inside and show you how they make chocolates. And I think each show they focus on a certain food group or whatever. So there's one that does bread. And
Oh, this is how we make bread.
yeah.
Oh,
So
this is how we make chocolate.
oi, bruv.
Check a look at this. This is just wicked crazy.
For a second, I thought
uh,
I was in the middle of a Kingsman movie. I mean, that accent is so accurate.
But
Check out this chocolate, mate. This is just absolutely crazy. I mean,
Manners maketh man.
Jason
but if
Statham's
it's
going
something
to come
you
up
can
in
have on
here
and really
and
pay
kick that
attention
chocolate's
to, I'll
ass.
put it on in the background and have it be just something that you casually catch the details here and there. So
Is it like How It's Made or Unwrapped? Only with
kind of like that, but yeah, they show you a little bit more inside of the behind the scenes of how they go from just the grain and how they make different kinds of bread, or starting with cocoa beans that are raw and how they process the beans and how it eventually becomes different varieties of chocolate. And so it's a good show for if you are really paying attention and really want to know how things are made.
And what was that on? Oh, you said Smithsonian, right?
Yeah.
I think Archer had 2 episodes last night, if I'm not mistaken. The first and the second episode, they did like a double premiere. I thought I saw it on mine, but I don't know because I haven't looked. It was purely speculation, but
yeah, I haven't watched them yet since I worked the mid shift last night. But yeah, keeping up with the Formula One season and
who's winning?
Who is winning? Well, there's a driver's championship and a constructor's championship. Right now, the constructor in front is Mercedes, and Lewis Hamilton is in front by a few points. But yeah, they're in Belgium this weekend. It's a very classic old school Formula One racetrack, high speeds, and there's a good chance of rain for qualifying and the race. Although by the time this airs, I'm sure it'll have come and gone and be common knowledge who won, but still a cool race
in the rain.
Oh yeah. They have 3 different sets of slick tires that they call the soft, medium, and hard, with the soft being the most grip, but the less durable. So then the medium is kind of a combination of the two, and then the hard is the least grip but gives you the longest durability. So it's a combination of that. And then they have 2 wet tires, the intermediate and the full wet tires, and those are for when the track is moist, wet, or is currently raining. I say the key word, the magic word of the episode there.
Should have it like Pee-wee's Playhouse where we have a word of the day.
But at full speed on wet tires, each tire can basically pull off over 100 liters per second off the surface of the road. That's how much
Jeebus.
Liter or cola?
Yeah. So it's throwing up a lot of spray, but it's a good race. Even if you record it and watch it later on, it's gonna be on Sunday morning. So
That'd be hard to see, I'd assume, as a driver behind someone too.
yeah,
Real hard.
There's a definite benefit to being out front in the wet conditions, but they do have rain lights on their the back of the car and the bumper, and
Okay.
so it's something that it's not impossible to see, but it's very, very difficult if you're following a huge train of cars, especially at the start of the race. So
It's like being behind a semi on the interstate when it's raining.
kind of like that, yeah.
Do you think those lights were purchased from Stewart?
It's Siren television.
Sorry, television.
No, I don't know, but they are LEDs.
Definitely a Wheeling product.
So if Sirenet or Wheelan would like to sponsor Beer Blues and BS, just visit us at beerbluesbs.com. Send us an email. You too could sponsor us.
That has about the same chance as Five-Headed Shark winning an Oscar.
And breaking news this year, Five-Headed Sharknado wins an Emmy and an Oscar.
A daytime Emmy.
Yes. It's classic.
Nominated
Quality.
for its Tony Award-winning performance on Broadway.
Yeah. That's good. Well, I've been watching Star Trek Lower Decks. The new episodes have been coming out since the con, as they're in their second season. So there's been some good little quips within the series. And as mentioned on the, I think we mentioned it on the show, we finished Star Trek Voyager before the con started. So that was my goal. Watch the series all the way through, because technically last year was the 25th anniversary of Voyager, but they somewhat celebrated it this year because there was no con last year. So had some of the panels for that this year. I've discussed it before, but watching The Prophet with Marcus Lemonades, that's an interesting show about him investing in businesses and trying to get people to figure out their business and help the whole thing be successful. Interesting show. And then, of course, Bar Rescue, which along the similar lines of John Taffer going over to business bars and then trying to rescue them. And yeah, that's about all I've had time for on the old television lately. So what about you, Howie Blues? What do you got going on the old television or streaming services?
Well, Kidder, since moving into our place, I have been spending a lot of time unpacking and working on the house and doing a lot of that alone because, as I said earlier, the pregnancy is hitting Lefty pretty hard. So when I do get to sit down and watch something, it tends to be dictated by my toddler. So I'm watching such things as Sesame Street or Bluey or Looney Tunes or DuckTales.
Any Blippy?
No, we've avoided the Blippy along with
You
Peppa Pig.
smart son of a bitch.
Yeah, trying our hardest to kind of avoid some of those that, because my wife is a pediatric nurse and works on the peds floor and deals with sick kids, she has seen a lot of the offerings of children's television. So there are some things that she's like, no, like Baby Shark is a great example. Not allowed to teach Howie Jr. Baby Shark. So we've managed to avoid that so far. But yeah, so that's what I'm watching. Good old classic DuckTales, Sesame Street, or Bluey. So Bluey's pretty good.
What about Chippendale Rescue Rangers?
Haven't started him on that. Even DuckTales and Looney Tunes is a little above him. So that's usually my way of like getting my phone back, because that's the big thing is like I don't have the TV hooked up or anything like that. So it's a lot of watching it on like my phone. So anytime he sees me on my phone, it's I got to come over because you might be watching something, and it's like, nope, I'm looking at the news. You know. So whenever I want my phone back, then I put on one of those, either DuckTales or Looney Tunes, and he loses interest in those pretty quick. So that's that. But yeah, he likes Sesame Street a lot. That's a big one.
Pro tip for brother Niko.
Yeah. So that's it for watching stuff. So otherwise, the only other time I have stuff on is when I've been unboxing stuff, and I'll just put on a random YouTube thing and just let it play in the background while I'm opening boxes and putting stuff on shelves and such.
Sure. Well, past couple of weeks, we talked a little bit about music too. So you know, for the two brothers here, they can go back and listen to or watch the past episodes and see. But what about you guys? You listening to anything? Any new tunes rocking out? Anything going on in the music world with you guys?
Nothing from me.
Yeah, just seeing what makes me more productive at work. I've had more time to sit in front of a computer screen because I'm helping develop some simulations at work. So it's something that I don't have the opportunity to listen to music at other points during the job. But yeah, finding what makes me more productive and kind of has a good beat. But I'd say the one thing that is a constant in my car while I'm driving is listening to Turbo on Sirius XM. So 90s and 2000s hard rock. So
Awesome. Cool. Yeah. Octane and Turbo were usually my two. I like to throw it out in left field every once in a while and go to BPM. If you want to.
Oh, yeah.
Throw it on
There you go.
BPM.
Yeah, I don't mind something with a good trance or dance beat every now and then.
Like the song that ended up sharing with you guys on our way home from Iowa, Dom Dalla. You remember that one?
Don't remember that offhand, but you have to send it to me again.
Really, just kind of waiting for other bands to come out with some new music as well, and in my world, I guess. So
It's been a tough couple years for new music.
Not like they don't have all the time in the world to be in the studio.
or working remotely. I mean, you know, doing just what we're doing.
Mm.
A lot of bands ended up doing that for recording sessions and, you know, sending information via the interwebs, exchanging files and doing all the live sorts of things just like this. So, okay, can't keep.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
Well,
The song
Yeah.
you sent us just based off the picture.
Oh,
It's-
yeah. I remember that now, yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. That one gets stuck in your head.
Mhm.
How you like that one?
Kind of
I
like
think.
the Streets of Rage music.
Give me a quick couple beats of that one. Refresh my memory.
You want me to send it to you, or you want to play
Oh,
it?
no, just give me a.
You're gonna get a
See, you
copyright
got it.
strike.
Is it?
DMCA is going to come breathing down your neck.
It's okay. We don't have any money, so even if they sue us, they're going to spend more money trying to get lawyers and paperwork done than what they'll get out of us.
Just LimeWire it.
Is that Lincoln Park Hotel, California? I'm sure this doesn't have a virus.
.exe.
Wow, this MP3 is like 150 gigs. That's unbelievable.
Is it that song?
Yeah, that's the one. The 8-bit
Mm-hmm.
sounding music for the 8-bit game.
Yeah. I thought Niko was going to join in there for a second. No,
Nah.
not tonight. Just when we're playing COD next time. Oh, since I got you guys here, what do you guys think about the new COD, Vanguard, or the new Battlefield?
I'll believe it when I see it.
The
I don't know
Vanguard.
I don't know what to think about Vanguard.
So the Germans still losing that altered version of World War II?
Yep.
Well, great. Sounds like none of you are interested in Call of Duty Vanguard, so I don't have to go out and get it.
I did pre-order Battlefield though, so
I figured you would.
That'll be showing up. I mean, it looks pretty sweet with 128 people and the multiplayer and the expansive, destructive environment. So, I mean, if it's along the lines of Battlefield 4, I really enjoyed that. Battlefield 5, it was all right. I mean, it was a good filler for Call of Duty before the cheaters took over.
Yeah.
But I still like Modern Warfare, the new Modern Warfare. If they would, again, lock down the system a little bit more to prevent the cheaters from cheating.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about it. But, we can hope.
I guess I haven't even looked. I just assumed Vanguard wasn't going to be on last gen anyway, so I wasn't going to get too excited about it.
Time to upgrade.
Yeah, you find one that's not being sold on eBay for twice to 3 times.
I bet you could get a box for a good $300.
Yeah, just the box that came in. I like how people are all commenting now because Microsoft announced that the new Halo Edition Xbox is again come out. Like, we can't even find a regular edition right now. How are we going to try to find a special edition?
Yeah,
Halo comes out December 8th.
Got the notice on my pre-order for that as well that they actually have a date that might be for real this time, unlike last year's date that we thought was for real. We'll see. I think if I remember correctly, I went with the digital version, the digital pre-order, so then I don't have to wait for it to physically show up.
Did you get the Golden Legendary Edition, or just the standard?
I think I might have got like the second tier.
Okay.
I can't remember what was available, or it might have even just been the basic version. Stand by one.
I was going to say, I got a trivia question for you, Kidder.
Well, you got to pose it to me. Pose it to them first.
Because you'd be the only one who would know. So
how do you know? How do you know?
Because the trivia question is, hey, Kidder, how many of the Halo games have you and I played through completely on Legendary?
Doing the Legendary run.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think we've made it through 3. No, 4, because ODST.
Should have stuck with your first guess.
Yeah.
3. So, because you and I have played through the original Halo, Halo 3, and Halo Reach. Those are the only 3 that we've done the Legendary run on.
What was the one that we couldn't get past? That one with the tank and the guy flying over and trying for that skull?
That's Reach.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
I think we were just going for achievement points at that point, but it was
you got to get the skull and some kind of bull-ish on that. But I thought we actually got it. I don't love that one ship flying over. And
I don't remember ever getting it because that's the last part that I ever remember playing. Probably 2 weeks of trying to beat that part.
Yeah, we wasted so many hours trying to do that stupid thing. What a garbage achievement. I mean,
oh yeah, you gotta come into this area and the ship flies over and it's way off in the distance. You gotta make sure that you kill that ship, but you gotta do it with the tank. And then you gotta shoot it exactly on with the tank, but you can't just shoot it because it's not gonna hit it, so you gotta shoot in front of it, and then you gotta hit it twice or 3 times with it, and you only have 4 seconds to do it, but it takes 3 seconds for the tank to reload. So you gotta make sure that you hit it just right, because then it's gonna explode, and then it's gonna drop the little magic sound effect, and then it's gonna put the skull on there. And well, you have 2 people, and somebody else could shoot it with a rocket launcher, but again, when you shoot it with a rocket launcher, you gotta push it to the right area, because if you miss it, you're gonna start the zone over again. So make sure you do this whole thing after the save point, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to do it. Because as soon as you mess it up, you got to kill yourself, and then you got to start the level over again. Because if you don't, it's going to auto save, and you go into the next part, and then you have to start the whole level all over again. And you got to make sure you bring the tank from that part. It's a whole tricky situation, so you got to make sure that you do it right the first time.
That's a direct quote from probably back when we played it.
I was going to say, Kidder's not bitter about it at all. Not at all.
bitter at all.
You know, Kidder, that just reminds me of some of the frustrations that you and I had doing the legendary playthroughs and things like The Room. Yeah. For the audience, Kidder and I, when we played through the original Halo on Legendary, Kidder's tolerance for playing video games is much longer than mine. I get bored after a while. And the thing would be like, I'd want to quit, and Kidder wouldn't. So there was one incident, and I think it was on like the second level where, and the other thing is, Kidder always drives the Warthog. I always ran gunner seat.
Like maybe 80%. And the reason for that is because when you drive, we drive off the cliff because you're an asshole in the video game. That's why.
And
I just want to, what? You
say,
know it. You know it.
It's because I wanted to quit. Yeah, I wanted it to be done one night. It's like 2 a.m. Kidder's like, we're going to keep playing. And I got in charge of the Warthog and just proceeded to drive it off the cliff, which would then respawn me next to Kidder. So Kidder would then have to kill me and jump off the cliff in order to trigger the checkpoint so we'd get the Warthog again. But at that checkpoint, I was still in the Warthog and he wasn't. So I would drive it right off the cliff again.
Or drive over me in the process just because.
Yeah. But the other one that we had was, I forget which level it is on there, but it's the first time you go up in the Covenant ship and you're spawned in a room, and on Legendary. Kidder and I could not get out of that room. We were in that room for like 2 hours just trying to get through. And eventually I got bored and ran through a door that I wasn't supposed to run through because it's where the Covenant guys would spawn and come running in, and I just ran past them. And we started respawning there, and it gave us a spot to safely respawn and eventually beat the room. So,
yeah, even though the Halo fighting and story mechanics are fun, the actual gameplay through, well, Mark is well aware of the push the button type things where you fight a whole bunch of enemies and you go push a button. Opens the door and you go and then you go fight some more enemies. You go push
kill those guys
button
through this doorway, and I bet there's a button behind them that you got to push. You go to the next button.
Yeah, it seems fairly linear and kind of uninspired because it's like, where's the next button to push?
mm-hmm.
So,
well, that's why there's groups out there that will tell you that the first Halo game stops at the library. You get to the library and then you're done. You don't even finish the rest of the game because just trying to play through the library is a slog. Because it's just one repetitive level and it just never ends.
Yeah.
So
I remember.
My other favorite though Halo story though, Kidder. It's not quite a Halo story, but you and I were playing. It was through our Legendary playthrough of the first game. And we were playing a level, and we had some friends, and we had all agreed that we were going to go down to Fargo to eat at Outback Steakhouse.
Shocker.
May it rest in peace.
Shocker.
And they were antsy to go. They're like, well, we need to go. We need to go. We're like, well, we're gonna finish this level. Well, we need to go. Well, we're gonna finish this level. Finally, they said, okay, well, we're leaving. We'll just meet you there. Okay. They left. Kidder and I played for another, 30 minutes to finish the level.
At least. I mean, it was something like that.
Yeah. And we hop in our, finish the level. Okay, save. Get our coats on. Go hop in the car. Driving past, I forget what the gas station is, right by the exit there outside the university. We go past it and we look out, and at the gas station is this group that we're supposed to be meeting in Fargo. They're still putting gas in. They hadn't left Grand Forks. Kidder and I end up getting to Fargo before they do. And we ended up waiting on them for, 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah. And it's not like we were driving 100 to get there. I mean, we were that excited to get to Outback, but...
Well, Kidder was, but...
Fine. Fine. I do, since... Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Kidder, because since you were just in Vegas, I had to laugh because I was scrolling through your Facebook stuff one night, and I said to Lefty, "Oh, Kidder's eating at Outback in Vegas," and Lefty just goes, "He's in Vegas. Of all the places he could eat, he's eating at Outback." I'm like, yep.
It was only once this year. It was only
Which
once.
is freaking unbelievable considering that was the longest you've been there for the con.
Yes. But next year, just have to go twice or 3 times. But since we were talking about it, I went online and looked. The new Halo Infinite Limited Edition Xbox Series X coming soon. It's supposed to be released on November 15th. So I guess set your calendars and your alarms right now. For the low price of $549.99.
Does that come with the game?
It's being released a month before the game comes out.
Let me click into it. It's got this nice shiny look to it, and I wonder if it doesn't apparently glow or anything. The 20th anniversary of Halo. It's got the custom design. It is included, the game, Halo Infinite. So you at least do get that game. What else? The next-gen speed and performance of Xbox Velocity architecture, powered by a custom solid-state drive. And quick resume. Looks better, plays better. Oh, those are just the other Xbox. So you get the limited edition console, one limited edition Halo Infinite themed controller, the full game digital download of Halo Infinite, a power cord, and the ultra high-speed HDMI cable. And again, $549.99 or 12 months financing for $45.84 per month. But I mean, it looks pretty cool. It's got like the Halo stylings of it, of like the UNSC, some gold trim on it, and some stars and whatnot. As for my edition, the only edition that you can pre-order is the standard edition, whether you buy it on the disc version or the digital version. $60 for that. So that's supposed to be out on December 8th. But November 28th, you can buy the Dark Horse Comics Halo Infinite Master Chief with grapple shot 10-inch PVC statue with an exclusive red energy sword.
Exclusive.
Sounds
Or you
like
can-
it's all passed.
You can also purchase a Master Chief 8-inch cable guy phone and controller holder. So Master is in different colors too. Master Chief holding your controller like that. Yeah, very interesting. And for you there, Howie. There is a Halo Infinite Deluxe Warthog vehicle with Master Chief 3.75-inch figure. Only $29.99, and that is available now. So, I don't want to spoil anything, but now I know what to get you for Christmas.
Great. Great. I don't even think I bought the last Halo game. So I've kind
Halo
of checked
Reach?
that. No, because there was then Halo 4, and then there was wasn't there a Halo 5? And I think I ended up with 4, but I don't think I ever picked up 5.
Yes, there was the Halo 5 Guardians.
Yeah.
And that if I remember right, Kyr was the game that we were having so much fun with.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
Reach. It was Guardians.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because those little bastard aliens and their stupid ass whatever particle guns that they had. Just stupid. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Unfortunately, Kidder, I don't think I can afford any of that. I have to spend my money on, things for, the Wii one. So fun things like what Facebook was just advertising to me, this wonderful, cute frog potty training urinal for boys. That's where my money goes these days.
Look at that.
They make urinals for kids now.
Yeah,
That
Your
frog,
kid piss in this frog's mouth.
that frog looks so shocked. It's unbelievable. Ah!
Is that a little impeller inside that you can spin?
Yes, it is.
Of course it is.
Wow.
Because we
Why
got to
not?
make peeing fun.
Guess that's what we have to look forward to, right?
The joys of parenthood, where your money goes for things like that.
I still got to say that Xbox edition doesn't hold a candle to my favorite special Xbox edition.
Ah, yes.
The R2D2 360.
I did enjoy it was like a gold chrome controller.
Yeah, it was a C3PO controller.
Yeah, because it was all shiny. It wasn't just like a shitty coating. It was actually shiny, and then the blue LED on it.
You can still get a brand new inbox with the Kinect on Amazon for almost $500.
Holy shit! How many years old is that thing?
I don't even know.
Oh,
Probably 15, because the original came out in 03? No, 05.
360 came out while we were in college.
Yeah, 05 maybe.
05, 06 ish.
So it's probably 11 years old.
Yep. Connect special Star Wars Special Edition Xbox 360 bundle launches
Vanguard is on.
April 3rd.
Bundaroo.
Jabunder. So it features of course, R2D2 custom designed 250 gigabyte Xbox 360 console, the C3PO inspired gold controller, and a Stormtrooper white Kinect peripheral.
Yeah. Hey, kidder.
Yeah.
Where's your Star Trek Xbox? Hmm? Hmm?
I don't need one. Mr. Where's your Star Trek?
You're right.
Xbox?
You're right, Chris. The superior console like the PS5 would do that edition.
I now kind of want them to do that, just so that kidder would have to buy a PS5.
Yeah, I suppose I could use a 4K player down here. How about the new Saints Row? I didn't have a chance to tell you about that, Jake. I think I sent you the video, though, right?
You sent me something.
Okay.
To be honest,
Yeah, I remember you sending me something. I don't think I couldn't tell if it was new or if it was just like a remaster or something.
Yeah, it's a brand new Saints Row, so it'll have a new crew, some new characters, and it's in Santo Eso.
Mohican.
but it's a Saints Row. Hold on. Oh, I went to the Volition. I can't remember the subtitle for it. But I mean,
pull a Grand Theft Auto and have the same game on 3 different generations of consoles.
Mm-hmm. Seriously. I mean, the graphics in it look spectacular, and it doesn't seem as stupid, gimmicky like the Gat Out of Hell and those other Saints Row games where it just went over the top, gimmicky, stupid.
Like you're on a different planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun game. I mean, good thing about those games is that it always seems to have a decent soundtrack to it, even though it's not as extensive or well-rounded as a Grand Theft Auto one. But might be a few years before we. Yeah, might be a few more years before we hear anything on another GTA.
Yeah, I don't know. All of those rumors still floating around, like, oh yeah, GTA announced GTA location.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it when I see it.
Mm-hmm. I am really excited if they go the route of combining Vice City and San Andreas and bring those next gen.
Mm-hmm.
Because San Andreas and Vice City were my 2 favorite.
Yeah, I heard that
GTAs.
rumor.
Bringing the characters in and everything, like year to date or whatever.
Yeah.
So then, what's his name from Vice City would be like 60 or something. The same thing, I guess, with CJ and I think CJ was CJ the one from GTA 5. I can't remember. Dude from San Andreas.
San Andreas, that was 3, I thought.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Because 4
Yep.
was Niko Bellic and 5 was Trevor,
Trayvon,
Michael,
and what's his face? Can't remember.
CJ was from San Andreas. Carl Johnson. CJ. Oh shit! Here we go again. And then Trevor, Michael, and Franklin.
Yeah, Franklin. There we go.
And then from GTA 4, it was Niko Bellic and Roman! Hey, Roman! And then Dimitri, Mikhail. And how about Brucey? The Brucey. And then, Rudeboy, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Little Jacob.
Little Jacob. There is little Jacob. What language does little Jacob speak? It's a question on Google.
Yeah.
The typical Rastafarian who speaks Lyriac in terms like I and I, brother and Rasta. Is little Jacob alive? He was born December 7th, 1982. How many little Jacobs are there? Where does little Jacob live? 1006 Dillon Street. How old is Niko Bellic? Niko is 43. Born in 1978. Man, I didn't know that there was this much information. Any closing thoughts from our good brothers on the other end of this here digital thing?
Thanks for having us back.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a good time.
It's always a good time. Now we got to get back into the gaming thing and try and have some fun there, yelling at cheaters.
Let's see how many gigabytes I got to download for updates.
Shaders. Just a bunch of shaders.
Love it. Yeah, get those. You're in the game, but you're not because you're installing shaders. Like, just you're 99% there, but you have these 20 gigs of shaders to install. You have to be in the game, but you can't be in the game.
Yeah.
Makes
Can't
perfect
be
sense.
part of a party in order to install PC shaders, allegedly.
They're so shady. That's why.
I was going to say my Xbox has been unplugged for about a month now, so I'm sure that update will kill it.
It'd be awesome. Yeah. You know, you could also just bring it over here, plug it in, and connect it to one of the ports, and just let it spin. Because it'll probably take that long for it to finish its updates.
That just sounds like work. I had to drive all the way down to your place and
Go somewhere with the gigabits.
I mean, you do have those couple things left in storage. So, I mean, you have, not that you don't have a chance, but you have a chance. I mean, saying there's a chance.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't have time for gaming right now, so
It's all good. Any final thoughts from you there, Howie Blues?
nope. All I was going to say is that we've been talking for quite a while, so it's
There it is.
Probably
There it is.
time to wrap it up with some cheap plugs.
Ding, ding, ding. So, the first thing, the biggest piece of news is that for a few weeks now, our website is live. It's beerbluesbs.com, so you can check that out at your web browsing convenience. While you're there, you can ponder if you'd like to sponsor the show. Shoot us an email if you'd like to sponsor the show. You can also buy us a beer. The beer button for buying is right there on the homepage and everything. So, and it's cool because it fills up and then it fills up again. So it's like you're always keeping our glass full, and we do appreciate it. If you buy us a beer, you will also have the opportunity to put a comment in there, and we can give you a shout out right here on the show. So please check us out. beerbluesbs.com, this fancy graphic right here that shows the website in case you'd like to see it in text graphical goodness. Other than that, visit us on Podbean. That's where all of the audio versions live of the show, the primary place for all of this auditory goodness. It's beerbluesbs.podbean.com. Join us on Facebook. Click the thumbs up. Leave a comment if you'd like. All the goodness of the shows right there, too, at facebook.com/beerbluesbs. Other than that, how about all of the places that you can find us in the audio version of this show? We're on Google Podcasts, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Music, Stitcher, TuneIn, IMDb, and Player FM. So you can find us all over the place. Just go to your favorite podcast audio listening service and search Beer Blues NBS. Other than that, well, you can listen to the Killer Kidder Show on Spotify, the playlist that keeps on giving. And if you want to find out the latest weather conditions for the Bismarck area or North Dakota, we'll throw that your way. Twitch.tv/KRDN Eyewitness Weather Now, right there at the bottom of your screen for your viewing convenience as well. All the links at beerbluesbs.com. Again, for the good brothers from all the way down in the Iowa way, that's Rudeboy Kyle, and for Mr. Bob Giggles, Niko himself, Mr. Nebraska, and for my brother across town, even farther now, you dirty son of a bitch, that's the Howard Blues. What? Don't give me that confused look. You know you move farther away. I still know where you live. You can't get away from me that easily.
I'm like 5 blocks further north. Suck it up. You never come here anyway.
That's a lie. I've been there so many times in the past couple of weeks. My back hurts from carrying this whole thing. All right. Let's get the hell out of here. It's another edition of the show. For Howard Blues, the Jake Blues, I am the man, the myth, the legend, the Mark Kidder. Appreciate you joining us again for another edition of Beer, Blues, and BS. And not quite clobbering time yet. That's coming again probably next week, where we'll discuss more about the best in the world, CM Punk, and all of that good stuff. But for me and the rest of these good brothers, we'll catch you on down the Tuscan Highway, where free beer tomorrow, and may your glass always be full. Have a good one. We'll see you again next time on the Triple B.
You have been listening to a UA production of Beer, Blues, and BS. If you enjoyed the show, help others find out about it by rating the show or leaving a review at your podcast listening service of choice. Thanks for listening, and may your glass never be empty. UA Productions presents A Glimpse Behind the Curtain.
Haha, the magic has started.
Yep. Made like the 4 button pushes that are required to start a recording.
Yeah, you push the button to record. Do you want to record this meeting? Yes, that's why I pushed a button. Okay, the recording is about to start. Are you sure you want to record this meeting? Yeah, but that's. But are you sure you want to record this?
It looks like you're writing a letter.
Yeah. Quality.
All these improvements to Google Meeting. So now we have noise filters and things like that. All this fun stuff.
And blurred backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be using Edge or Chrome.
Yeah.
Why Edge?
Yeah, man.
Calm down.
I was gonna say, Kidder, it's been like 24 episodes. You telling me you don't have this camera placement figured out yet?
Hell no. Changes every damn week. And you were here the other day.
For the bedroom every now and then, so
He was also here last week doing a special episode. So there's that. Yeah, I'm blaming you.
I'd be surprised if you didn't. What are you doing? Typing a novel?
Enhance.
That's nothing compared to my keyboard.
Because you're definitely not adding to the run sheet.
Nope. That thing's already full of crap. I don't need. There.
There she blows.
There. Yar.
You finally good over there?
No, I'm not, but we might as well start.
When you edit this together, because I've never actually watched the video portion.
Oh,
I've only listened.
Here we go.
I've only listened.
Okay.
Tip of the hat, wag of the finger. But does it show everyone in a grid all the time, or is it just the speaker?
It's just the speaker. So just as you maybe noticed on yours, how the blue box moved over to me a little bit after I started talking. Yeah.
I just needed to know when it's safe to pick my nose. So
Yeah.
going knuckle deep here.
Yeah. Hitting gray matter.
It's good for the fact that it at least does most of them the camera changes for me and speeds up editing. The bad news is sometimes when we've had something funny happen, if somebody starts laughing, it cuts to the person laughing and you miss what the funny thing was. So in episode 12, I actually had a beer that just sprayed everywhere and it was this long battle of me trying to stop it. But because Kidder was laughing so much, all we got is Kidder's reaction to it. And,
What a dick! You could have muted your microphone.
I did that the second episode that happened.